countless hours of study while juggling work responsibilities for 6 months. It wasn't easy, but I did it. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In 2023, I managed to achieve 6 AWS certifications, including 2 professional levels, all within a span of 6 months while holding down a full-time job. It was a wild ride. It demanded lots of determination, strategic planning, and clear goal right from the start. Did I mention I'm also a mom to 3-year-old? Yep, life is an adventure, and I'm here to spill the secret on how it all went down. There are numerous advantages to obtaining AWS certification, and I will be touching upon them shortly. However, I will begin by sharing my personal motivation, delving into the emotional aspect that compelled me to set this ambitious challenge for myself. Well, at the beginning of 2023, my days seemed stuck in a routine, like a replay with no new achievements, recognitions, or excitement. It was the same old, and I needed a spark in my career. Even though I am a DevOps engineer and I spend good chunk of my work hours reading, learning, exploring, it wasn't quite hitting the spot. I missed that structured study routine, a kind with a clear goal, and most importantly, that sense of accomplishment. I realized I was missing those moments of sharing achievements on LinkedIn, especially when I compared it to my earlier career days. Back then, I had the chance to post about achievements like book publishing, promotions, attending conferences, and many more. The recognition was lacking, and that's when the idea struck me certification could be the perfect solution. Setting a challenging goal added that extra spice, that spark I needed to keep myself motivated. After all, who doesn't love a good challenge, right? I wonder if anyone can relate to emotional situation I just described. If so, please share your experiences and let me know what you are doing to overcome it in the comment below. Your stories could inspire and help others going through similar feelings. Now that I have delved into the emotional aspects, let's transition to the practical side. In my view, cloud certifications proved to be exceptionally beneficial. I completed 3 AWS certifications in 2018, so I was already familiar with the benefits and expectations associated with AWS certification. Since AWS certifications are valid for only 3 years, I decided it was time to recertify. Firstly, cloud certification is a unique approach. Unlike other certification fixed on a single tool or technology, AWS certifications stand out. The cloud ecosystem covers every IT component, creating a comprehensive software ecosystem. In your AWS certification journey, you touch upon networking, system administration, containers, CI/CD, DevOps tools, architectural principles, databases, and even some coding. It's a complete package shaping you into a well-rounded expert. Now let's rewind a bit. Why did I jump into AWS certification game? Simple, the tech landscape is evolving rapidly and AWS is at the forefront of cloud computing. I wanted to stay ahead, boost my career prospects, and deepen my understanding of cloud technologies. AWS certification come with lots of benefits, and I will briefly touch on few of them. AWS is a vast ecosystem, and the certification process is like a guided tour. You don't just scratch the surface, you dive deep into AWS services, architectures, and best practices. It offers a structured pathway to enhance your understanding of cloud technology and its various services. AWS certification is a stamp of approval for your skills. It's not just claiming you know your stuff, it's proving it. It boosts your confidence and let others know you are a cloud expert. AWS certifications are golden tickets in the job market. Employers love them and they can elevate your career to new heights. Whether you are starting out or an experienced professional, it's a powerful addition to your resume. Being part of AWS certified community opens doors to networking opportunities, connect with like-minded professionals, share experiences, and learn from others who have sailed in the same cloud-filled boat. The tech world evolves fast, but AWS certifications keep you ahead. It's an investment in your future, ensuring your skills stay relevant as cloud technology continues to advance. So there you have it, AWS certifications. Your all access pass to a comprehensive cloud journey and a future-proof skill set. AWS certifications are categorized into 4 main tiers: fundamentals, associate, professional, and specialty. Fundamental category, these certifications are like the stepping stones into the AWS universe. Perfect for those who are just starting their cloud journey. They provide a solid foundation, giving you a glimpse into AWS services and how the cloud operates. Moving on to associate category, the mid-tier certification. Here is where things get interesting. If you have got some hands-on experience with AWS, these certifications are your next challenge. Think of them as checkpoints in your journey, validating your technical skills in designing, developing, and operating applications on AWS. Currently, AWS offers 3 associate level certifications, and it seems there is a new addition on the horizon focusing on databases. Interestingly, among the existing 3 associates, the SysOps Administrator certification is often considered the most challenging. It's the one that truly puts your operational skills to the test. Now let's talk about the big league, the professional category. These certifications are for AWS pros. If you have navigated the AWS landscape and aim to showcase your advanced skills in designing and managing AWS solutions, these certifications are your golden ticket. And lastly, we have the specialty category. This is where things get specific. If you are into security, networking, machine learning, or other specialized field, there is a certification here for you. Think of it as your chance to become the go-to expert in your chosen domain. Whether you are embarking on your cloud journey or aiming for expert level, there is a certification tailored for you. One crucial step in my journey was setting clear goals and choosing the right certification path. It's like having a roadmap. It's important to align your goals with the certifications that suits your career aspirations. Personally, my focus was on obtaining AWS DevOps and Solution Architect professional certificates, since these aligns closely with my daily work. Having a clear goal in mind has been a guiding light throughout my certification journey. With the final goal in sight, the next crucial step was determining the path to reach it. In my certification path plan, I opted to kick off with the Cloud Practitioner exam. This served as a foundational step, allowing me to ease back into exam mode and test my time management strategies for studying. After years without facing exam, it's deliberate choice to set the groundwork and warm up my brain for the challenge that lie ahead. It's a strategic starting point to build momentum and confidence in my certification journey. Building on that, I outlined a roadmap that involves pursuing all 3 available associate level exams at that time, beginning with the Solution Architect Associate, progressing to the Developer Associate, and concluding with SysOps Administrator Associate, recognized as the most challenging among the trio. This intentional sequence is designed to cultivate a comprehensive understanding of AWS, strategically aligning with my expertise and career objectives. And moving up the ladder, my plan extends to the professional level. I have set my sight on conquering the AWS DevOps Engineer Professional Certificate. paving the way for the ultimate challenge, the AWS Solution Architect Professional. This strategic progression aims to not only deepen my expertise but also position me in an accomplished professional in the AWS landscape. Now that I have a clear understanding and vision for my AWS certification and their path, it's time to elevate the plan into goals by assigning specific timelines. I created a document featuring certification logos with corresponding timelines, serving as both visual roadmap and a source of motivation throughout my preparation journey. I started preparation in March 2023, carefully assigning tentative timelines to each certification based on my experience and understanding. While I aim to stick to the schedule, I also remained adaptable, making adjustments when needed. There were instances when I took exam ahead of schedule or postponed them, but the overall timelines proved instrumental in keeping me on the track and measuring progress effectively. Effective time management for study was important for me as I juggle a full-time job and family responsibilities while preparing for my certifications. Consistency proved to be the key to success in my study routine. I aimed for at least 2 hours of study on weekdays, dedicated 8 hours on Saturdays and 4 hours on Sundays. I fully utilize holidays for extended study sessions, and after each exam, I took a small break from studying. AWS exam questions come in either multiple choice or multiple response format. On the AWS certification page, you can find comprehensive exam overview including details on duration, the number of questions, format, cost, language options, and the choice between online or in-center testing. Additionally, the page provides insight into topics covered and the style of questions to expect for each specific exam. This information serves as a valuable guide for candidates preparing for AWS certifications. In my experience, high-quality online courses for AWS certifications are carefully crafted with exam style, structure, and required topics in mind. Opting for a course with positive reviews and community recommendations can address any worries about covering essential topics, as these courses are structured comprehensively to include all necessary exam contents. My preparation strategy was simple yet effective. I followed the same strategy for all my 6 certifications. I initiated the process by completing online courses with a particular focus on Stephen Marek's Udemy courses, which I found highly beneficial. Stephen Marek courses stand out for being concise, well organized, and effectively explained. The course not only features comprehensive lectures but also offers hands-on labs. I highly recommend actively engaging in the labs and following the step-by-step instructions in the AWS console along with the sessions. This hands-on approach will enhance your understanding. In AWS exam, there is no straightforward questions. They always test us on tiny details and features. Recognizing this, I started taking careful notes in my notebook right from the start, intending for it to serve as my revision guide for quick reviews, and it did. By the time I reached the 6th certification, I had comprehensive notes, and before every exam, I would revise them for a final brush up. After completing extensive online courses, which consume significant number of hours, I initiated my preparation by tackling the AWS official exam set. I observed that questions from the AWS official exam set occasionally appears in the actual exam. Following this, I plan to take practice exam set available on Udemy and designed by Stephen Marek. While taking practice tests can be time consuming and occasionally frustrating, reviewing the answers and explanation provided in each mock exam on Udemy proved invaluable. This process was crucial for deepening my understanding of specific service and preparing for the exam. As AWS exams often feature questions of similar level of complexity, moreover, during the review process, I occasionally found it necessary to consult white papers or frequently asked questions for the particular service being assessed. This additional step helped me delve deeper into intricacies and details, ensuring a more comprehensive understanding of the subject matter. To solidify my preparation, I set a goal to complete at least 5 mock tests before each exam. This practice not only reinforced my knowledge but also honed my ability to navigate through a variety of questions and scenarios. As part of my thorough preparation, I expedited my readiness by swiftly completing the exam prep course available on AWS Skill Builder. This supplementary resource not only provided valuable insight and additional perspective but also served as a comprehensive assessment tool. Utilizing it as a final checkpoint, I ensured coverage of all key areas and measured my readiness for the upcoming exam. Now it was time to book the exam, and I opted for the online exam. To establish clear target for my final preparation, I ensured to book each exam at least 1 week in advance. This approach not only provided a defined timeline for my last minute reviews, but also added a sense of commitment, enhancing my focus and determination in the days leading to each certification exam. I discovered that special accommodations are available for non-native English speakers, allowing us to request an extra half hour of exam time. This accommodation is a one-time request. Once approved, it applies to all subsequent certifications. It's essential to remember to submit this request before booking the first exam. AWS exams starting from associate level become time critical, and effective time management is crucial. The additional half hour is like a lifeline for non-native English speakers, providing valuable extra time for reading and understanding the exam content. Prior to heading into exam, it's essential to have a well thought out strategy for time management and be prepared to handle stress and panic, especially when encountering challenging questions. AWS certification exams demand planning and a strategic approach to time management. Calculate the time available per question for each exam and construct your strategy accordingly. As the complexity of the exam category increases, effective time management becomes increasingly critical. Allow me to share the strategy I followed. For the practitioner exam, I didn't find the need for extensive time management. I could comfortably complete all the questions within the allocated time, even allowing for additional time for final review. However, as I progressed to the associate level, effective time management became critical. My strategy for all 3 associate level exams was to read each question and all the answers thoroughly. Even if the first or second option seemed correct initially, I recommend reviewing all the options. Often all options appear valid, making it crucial to read the question and options carefully, sometimes multiple times. For questions where I wasn't entirely confident, I would select the best option based on my judgment and mark it for review. This allowed me to allocate additional time at the end after completing all the questions for more focused review. For the professional exam, I adjusted my strategy. The questions and answers in professional exams are notably lengthy, demanding more time to read them thoroughly. In this scenario, I'm spending 1 to 1.5 minutes reading reading the question and all the options for the first time. If I marked it for later review and returned to it, I found myself having to reread everything because lengthy questions are challenging to remember. Therefore, in the professional exam, it was critical to conclude each question within the maximum time window possible and then move on. I had to decide the maximum allowed time for challenging questions to ensure sufficient time management. When taking an exam, there may be moments when uncertainty creeps in and mind start imagining potential negative outcome, building stress and panic. Managing these feelings and staying positive and focused during the exam is crucial. It's essential to acknowledge these moments, take a deep breath and redirect your focus back to the task at hand, maintaining a positive mindset to navigate through challenging questions with confidence. I would like to share my personal experiences at various points during the exam, whether at the start, middle, or end. I encountered a batch of difficult questions that triggered stress and led to a loss of focus. In those moments, I made a conscious effort to remind myself that the next question could be more manageable, bringing me back into the game. This mental reset helped me maintain composure and approach each question with renewed focus. I discovered that taking exam in the morning was more effective for me. With a fresh mind, I found I could focus better and perform at my best during this time. Regarding Stephen Marik's practice tests, both my personal experience and feedback from others in my professional circle echo a similar sentiment. The practice tests tend to be more challenging than the actual exam. This doesn't imply that the difficulty level in the actual exam is lower, but rather in the practice exam, each and every question represents a peak challenge. In contrast, the actual exam presents a varying level of difficulty across questions. So I established a personal benchmark. If I successfully passed 2 consecutive practice sets and I made it to a point to complete at least 5 sets, I consider myself prepared enough for the actual exam. In the last moment before the exam, refrain from reading any new material to avoid unnecessary panic. Maintain a focused and composed mindset using techniques that works best for you. Personally, I discovered that sitting quietly and taking deep breath was effective in keeping my mind centered and prepared for the challenges ahead. Reminding myself that I had prepared well and thoroughly, I approached the exam confidently with the goal of enjoying the process. I gave all my 6 exams online in 2023, sharing challenges I experienced with online exams. Facing the challenges of no washroom break was significant for me during online exams. With no opportunity for break, especially during the lengthy professional exams lasting nearly 3 to 3.5 hours, managing washroom break became crucial. I had to be mindful of what I drank before the exam to navigate this challenge. Additionally, the restriction on looking elsewhere and not reading out loud posed challenges. In one exam, I received a warning for making movements, adding an extra layer of stress to the testing environment. Despite the above challenges, I still prefer online exams. I will delve into the reason shortly. Regarding exam results, in 2018, I received exam results immediately on the screen after submission. However, this time the results for all 6 exams were communicated via email within 24 hours after the exam. After obtaining an AWS certification, you can enjoy several benefits and credits, enhancing professional and financial prospects. Let's briefly discuss some of the most useful benefits from my perspective. You receive a 50% discount voucher applicable for recertification or any future exams, adding a value intensive for continuous learning and professional development. You get digital badges for your achieved certification, which can be displayed on resume, LinkedIn profiles, email signatures, and other social media platforms. Certification opens door to exclusive platforms such as AWS IQ for AWS certified freelancer and AWS partner program, providing access to advanced opportunities in the AWS ecosystem. Certified individuals gain access to AWS global community, fostering networking opportunities with other professionals, industry experts, and potential employers. This network can be valuable for career growth and staying updated on industry trends. I have taken exams both in person in 2018 and online in 2023, and I will be sharing pros and cons of each. For in-person testing, planning and booking exam dates can be a challenge. You have to plan exam dates and book the exam in advance for in-center exam. Also, centers are not available during late hours or early mornings. This constraint is eliminated with online exam, offering the flexibility to schedule on short notice, including late nights, early morning, holidays, and weekends. Online exam come with the risk of encountering technical difficulties, preventing access to the exam. In such cases, working with support team to troubleshoot the issue becomes necessary, and sometimes it leads to rescheduling for another time. It's worth noting that I faced technical difficulties only once out of 6 exams. An important distinction is that breaks are not allowed during online exams, whereas you have an option to take quick washroom breaks when taking exams at physical center. Personally, I prefer taking exams online because they offer remarkable flexibility, allowing you to take the exam from the comfort of your home. So there you have it, my complete journey of passing AWS certification exam. If you are thinking about taking these exams or just curious about the process, I hope my experience sheds some light. Remember, your certification journey is unique, but with the right preparation and mindset, success is inevitable. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe for more content, and leave any question or your experience in comment below. Until next time, happy certifying. See you.